Hello, 8th grade science students. This is our first kind of lab to go results video. So the very first reaction we did was pouring vinegar into baking soda. Vinegar contains an acid called acetic acid, and baking soda has something called sodium bicarbonate. When those two mix, they react. They actually make several products. And as you can kind of see on the video, you got bubbling probably right away, which is why we gave you the larger bag, was to make sure that it didn't overwhelm the space in the Ziploc bag to begin with. So those bubbles you're seeing are for the most part carbon dioxide. And if you're patient and you waited a nice long time, you'd see the bag would fill with gas as well. Also, really important that you feel the bag because it got really, really cold really, really fast because it's an endothermic reaction. It's absorbing energy from its surroundings in order to make that reaction go forward. You can see in the final picture here that the bag did inflate a little bit for me as well. Not as much as if the bag were smaller, but you can still see that it expanded with the release of carbon dioxide. The yeast and hydrogen peroxide is actually a very different reaction. So some of the results seem the same. So the hydrogen and the oxygen and hydrogen peroxide are split by a catalyst that's in the yeast. So when you mix them together, the yeast isn't adding anything to the reaction, it's just making it go faster. Hydrogen peroxide will break down into water and oxygen gas, so a little bit different than before. Now you're getting some oxygen out of this. If you wait a while, this one warms up. It releases a lot of energy as that reaction goes forward, so it's exothermic. And it's also creating a little bit of gas, so if you're a patient, you would have seen after a little while that the bag would inflate for this one as well, which I think we'll see in the follow-up image a little bit here, is that it gets very, very warm. So two very different kinds of reactions. One takes in heat, one releases heat, but they're both releasing some gas, so you get that kind of fizzy, bubbly looking mixture. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope our next lab is just as fun.